with the altar of EUROPA 3.0 in the Metaverse.
We're no longer restricted by the bounds of geography or physical space.
Our aim is to remove that fourth wall.
Warmly welcome you here in our Metaverse space, in the stream all around the globe, live at Castle Merseburg in Germany. My name is Sui, and I will be your host tonight. And as an art lover, an Antoinette fan, and a tech optimist, I am delighted to be your host. Now we have 4 guest speakers lined up for you, each sharing their brief statements. We have an amazing feature where you will see AI-based translation in 250 different languages simultaneously on your screen. I warmly welcome Antoinette, the artist of tonight. We have the privilege of having her and her visions. She is a renowned artist, known globally, and it is her passion and artwork that have brought us all together here. Antoinette is not only a big thinker, but also creates massive masterpieces.
Ich habe eine riesige Zeichnung gemacht, einen Altar mit Hunderten von Bleistiften auf Papier, 5 mal 20 Meter. Er ist so ziemlich das Größte meines bisherigen Lebens. Und die Größe entspricht auch der Wichtigkeit meiner Botschaft. Das ist für das Publikum eine ziemliche Herausforderung. Diese Größe und diese Intensität haben mich natürlich da veranlasst, diese ganze Geschichte noch weiterzuentwickeln. Die erste Variante 1.0 war die Erfahrung individueller Kreativität, das war die Originalzeichnung. Und da habe ich gemerkt, dass das Publikum sich diese Bilder am besten aneignen kann, wenn es miteinander darüber debattiert. Man spricht dann automatisch über sich selbst. Daraus habe ich die Entwicklung Altar 2.0 abgeleitet, die Erfahrung der Gegenwart. Ich kann meine eigene Geschichte und meinen eigenen Standpunkt relativieren. Man kann grenzenlos miteinander ins Gespräch kommen mit einem Übersetzungstool in allen Ländern der Welt. Und aus diesem Vorhaben hat sich dann eine dritte Variante, Altar 3.0, entwickelt. Und das können wir jetzt hier im Metaverse sehen. Man kreiert sich Avatare und trifft sich mit Freunden. Man kann völlig neue Perspektiven einnehmen. Man kann fotorealistisch Kunst erleben. Man braucht kein großes Datenvolumen, browserbasiert. Und man kann wirklich unglaublich viel erleben. Das ist in 250 Sprachen kann man miteinander sprechen. Das ist doch ziemlich großartig. Und trotzdem ist diese Zeichnung dann immer noch eindimensional. Und daraus habe ich dann 4.0 entwickelt, dass ich praktisch diese flache Wand durchbrechen kann und räumlich erleben kann als Avatar. Ich steige praktisch in das Bildwerk ein. Das ist die Erfahrung der Matrix. Die Muster, die ich dann praktisch sehe, die kann ich erleben und fühlen und kann dadurch nochmal eine ganz andere Intensität haben. Und die Erfahrung, Gewohnheiten zu verlassen, wird zu der Erfahrung, nicht verortet zu sein. Und daraus habe ich dann 5.0 entwickelt, die Multidimensionalität. Ich erlebe, wie alles miteinander zusammenhängt. Ich steige praktisch in diesen räumlichen Raum ein und bin selber in der Lage, diesen Raum zu verändern, mit meiner Lebenserfahrung anzureichern, und alles durchdringt sich gegenseitig. Und aus dem Altar wird zum Schluss ein Wissenstempel.
And our next guest is Dirk Schmidt, co-founder and CEO of BizzTech. So without him and his team, this incredible experience would not have been possible for us in the Metaverse.
So good evening to all virtual explorers and the guests in the physical venue, the Castle of Merseburg. Guten Abend an alle virtuellen Entdecker und die Gäste im physischen Veranstaltungsort, das Schloss Merseburg. My name is Dirk Schmidt, the co-founder and CEO of BizzTech. I'm thrilled to be here for the opening, the Digital Art Museum, with the altar of EUROPA 3.0 in the Metaverse. Mein Name ist Dirk Schmidt, Mitbegründer und CEO von BizzTech. Ich freue mich sehr, hier zu sein, heute zur Eröffnung des virtuellen Kunstmuseums mit dem Altar der Europa 3.0 im Metaverse. You're probably asking yourself now, why is he translating himself? The answer is, I was told to play a bit for time so that the translation tool could be switched back to German. Joking aside, isn't that crazy? A Metaverse platform with simultaneous translation? And speaking about cool stuff, as we gather here in this virtual space, it's clear that the Metaverse is not just a buzzword anymore. It's a tangible reality, and BizzTech is proud to be at the forefront of this revolution. We provide customized prime solutions for businesses. Our mission is making virtual business interactions in all aspects more efficient and communicative than physical ones. With this in mind, imagine the day when I met Antoinette as an outstanding and internationally renowned artist. She shared with me her Metaverse vision for art museums. I was so honored, and at the same time, I thought, oh, that's far from our specialty. But it quickly became clear that there were many parallels. And we were amazed to work on what we can experience here and now as a proof of concept. We are here to celebrate the work of Antoinette. Her monumental work of art, consisting of millions of individual pencil strokes, is a true masterpiece. Now, through the power of the Metaverse, we can bring it to a wider audience and generally take the perception of artworks to a new level. But this is just the beginning. The potential of the Metaverse is limitless. Together we can create a better, more connected world where physical barriers and limitations no longer exist. Thank you for being here today and celebrate with us. Thank you.
So now Dorothy Di Stefano cannot join us as an avatar tonight, but we are privileged to have her via video statement all the way from Australia. Dorothy is a well-known expert and thought leader in immersive art creation, and we are honored to have her here with us. She will enlighten us on how museums can attract new customers in the Metaverse.
I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today. Firstly, I'd like to thank Dirk for the invitation to this event, and I'd also like to congratulate him and his team on this incredible photorealistic virtual world. I know that it's been 3 years in the making, and it's a true testament, Dirk, to the passion and drive you have in this space. You really are leading the way. Congratulations again. The rapid development of the Metaverse is one of the best examples of where art and technology are colliding purposefully today, and it's to the benefit of humans. In the Metaverse, people can connect, they can attend events like we are today, and purchase items for their avatars. While this is all very exciting, to truly captivate audiences, there needs to be artistic input. And of course, we have the incredible artist Antoinette today that is going to be showing us some of her work in this space, which is really exciting. So I'm sure we're all, really looking forward to that.
For the video to play.
For those of you who don't know me, my curatorial work lies at the intersection of art and technology. The immersive art sector is growing rapidly, and in fact, immersive entertainment industry was last valued in 2020 at $9.7 billion US. Now, this is minus the theme park industry, which is obviously massive, and the main contributors to this increase of 19%, which is obviously quite a large increase, is immersive and VR. So when executed well, immersive art envelops the audience. The participant becomes part of the artwork, or in other words, the art doesn't take place unless people are present. However, there are a few important things to remember when creating any kind of experience. Now more than ever, authenticity is crucial. Our aim should always be to create beautiful moments of meaning that connect to our audience. The immense growth, in this space also points to a hunger for collective shared experiences. Discovery, meaningful interactions, narrative, and childlike wonder is what we should be aiming to create. Over time, and increased understanding and exposure, mass audiences will crave even more depth and meaning in their participation. As you can see, I'm incredibly passionate about making art accessible to everyone, so the rise of metaverse art experiences is very exciting indeed. It combines traditional art techniques with cutting-edge technology. Of course, it goes without saying that the in-person experience will always be crucial. We are not replacing one with another, but providing exciting options. However, the potential for metaverse art to revolutionize the art world is becoming increasingly clear. One of the most significant advantages of metaverse art is that it offers a new way to experience and engage with art, exploring the space with no limitations that is seen at traditional museums or art galleries. Participants can not only view the work from any given angle, our aim is to remove that fourth wall. One of the most significant advantages of metaverse art is that it offers a new way to experience and engage with art, exploring the space with no limitations that are seen at traditional museums or art galleries. Participants can not only view the work from any given angle, but they can also interact with it, and interactivity is key to keeping audiences engaged. Our aim is to remove the fourth wall, making participants part of the artwork. In fact, there is evidence that immersive interaction with environments and objects can make them more memorable, reinforcing learning and overall impact. From an artist's perspective, the metaverse allows for experimentation using different techniques, styles, and mediums. It is providing ample space and opportunity to bring out inner creativity and talented skills effectively without any issue or concern for artists. It is transforming this place of art beyond the conventional and geographical limitations. And of course, potential audience reach is much wider. We now have the ability to attract the attention of millions of art lovers. As virtual reality and augmented reality technologies continue to evolve and become more accessible, it is likely that we will see more and more artists exploring the possibilities of metaverse art. This could lead to a new era of art making and art appreciation, one that is not limited by the physical constraints of our real world. Thank you.
David W. Sime is an experienced digital marketer and multi-award-winning AR and VR specialist who specializes in the practical applications of immersive technologies. David, please come to the stage. Into the near future, and I am sure that what you will see will have significant impact on our lives.
Okay, well, thank you very much for having me here. It's a great honour to be at such an amazing inaugural event in so many ways. There's so many things that we're doing tonight, which are a world first, the artificially intelligent translation system, which I'm hoping can keep up with my fast Scottish voice, and everything. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I'll keep going. Yes, and the fact that we're all here together in a physical space and in a virtual space, and we're streaming simultaneously. It's incredible. So what I want to do with you is take you on 2 journeys through the future of art exhibitions in the metaverse, to give you an idea of what this is going to do for the world of art and even the world of heritage. In one journey, you'll hear about an exhibition of an artist whose work you've always wanted to see, but maybe it's in another country or you're not able to travel there for whatever reason. In the next journey, you're actually at a physical museum or an exhibition venue or even just a place in the world. Now, in both cases, I'm going to take you through the many, many ways that extended realities like virtual and augmented reality are going to be able to enhance your experience. Okay? So here goes. Journey 1. I've heard about an exhibition, but it's in another country. This is the most obvious one. Now, using this system that we're in right now, I don't need to download anything onto a machine. As long as I have an internet connected device like a PC or a Mac, a tablet or a phone, I can just dial in. Did you know that statistically people who visit a space virtually are more than 30% more likely to go on and visit it in person? So for you venue owners out there, don't worry, this is actually going to increase your footfall, not replace it. But for the many people around the world, you're giving them access that they just would not have been able to enjoy any other way. And for your artists, you're exposing their work to places and cultures that never otherwise would have seen them or been able to see them. So we're democratizing artwork in a way which was never possible before. Right, now, okay, I've gone into my virtual reality environment. I've arrived in the virtual reality museum or venue. It can look exactly like the real thing does, but with the advantage that I can go anywhere instantly without tiring myself out. I know there's a representative from the Louvre here, and I've exhausted myself in 3 consecutive days trying to go around that museum. It's incredible, but that's more than some people can handle. Now, in the virtual world, you can teleport directly to the part that you're most interested in. So I can go straight to the Egyptian exhibition, for instance. However, as we all know, some of the best parts of a real exhibition space are those unexpected finds that you stumble across by accident as you're browsing. So how do we encourage people to browse as they would in the real world? In fact, how can we improve on this? Well, we can offer them a series of curated tours based on specific themes. These could be all of the works of that specific artist, or all of the pieces in the Impressionist style, or all of the pieces painted in Northeast Bavaria during the 1970s. Anything you want. In fact, visitors themselves can curate tours based on any and all ideas that might bring a collection of works together in a meaningful journey, and then share it with other future visitors who can even rate them. But that's not all, because remember, we're no longer restricted by the bounds of geography or physical space. So in just one of these exhibitions, I could pass from the Hamburger Bahnhof Museum in Berlin, through to the Pompidou Center in Paris, through to the tiny Kimball Art Museum in the USA, seeing all of the relevant works in the process, and in the process being introduced to new spaces, large and small, that I might never have otherwise even known existed. And I might want to go there physically in future. But we're better to see an artist's work than in context. Now remember, we can do anything in virtual reality. We can make things realistic, we can make things as they are, but we can do anything else as well. So we could stand next to Van Gogh's easel on a clear night in Saint-Remy, looking at the very same clear night sky as he paints Starry Night next to us. We can explore Andy Warhol's art studio as he screen prints Marilyn Monroe. We can visit Monet's garden and truly immerse ourselves in the environment and the mind that inspired these artists to create their greatest works as they created them. Okay, so we've done that. Now for my next journey, I'm walking through a town between Manchester and Bolton in England. I see a QR code outside a repurposed factory warehouse with a label telling me that Lawrence Stephen Lowry once painted this scene. With a simple click of my phone camera, I can see, sorry, I hope you're still with me. With a simple click of my phone camera, I can be shown one of his famous scenes of matchstick men leaving the building as the factory whistle blows. And it can be animated into a 360-degree scene all around me that I can look around with my phone. And once again, I can be transported into any of the galleries around the world where Lowry's works currently hang today. When I'm physically in a museum, my phone, or even a VR glasses handed to me as I enter, can play me audio in any language explaining the work that I'm viewing. But it can also guide me visually in the order of the exhibition, like I mentioned earlier. Or it can show me the very same environmental context of the art, as I mentioned earlier. Or it can adjust all of this for my visual impairment, my personal language, my neurodiversity, or even make adjustments to reflect the reference point of my specific culture so that this makes sense to me. It sounds like an amazing future, doesn't it? Even an unlikely one. Well, what if I told you all of this is happening in towns, cities, museums, and exhibitions all over the world right now? Through consortia brought together by funds like Horizon 2020, meta-cities in places like Helsinki and Edinburgh, even small towns and villages across Africa and the Middle and Far East, and of course Europe. And you're sitting in one now. So if this is your first introduction to immersive, extended reality art exhibitions, I think this will be the memory that you share with your grandchildren as the moment you realise that the art world was about to change, and change for the better, and for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Next is Thomas Hampel, her manager and partner in crime. He played a vital role in turning Antoinette's ideas and vision into reality. Thomas will also introduce us to a new platform called Museum, which I am sure will be of great interest to museums. So welcome to Thomas as well.
Wie gesagt, ich hoffe, man kann mich hören. Und ich möchte mich zuerst bei Sui bedanken für die warmherzige Ankündigung und danke an Sie alle, dass Sie so außerordentlich zahlreich unserer Einladung zu diesem Event gefolgt sind. Es war ein langer, ein intensiver Weg und wir sind heute hier. Und Antoinette hat ja bereits berichtet, dass es damit nicht genug sein wird. Bleiben Sie also dabei und werden Sie Teil einer außergewöhnlichen Reise. Ich kann Ihnen aus eigener Erfahrung sagen, es lohnt sich. Denn seit mehr als 12 Jahren begleite ich Antoinette nun durch ganz Europa. Dabei versuche ich ihr so viele administrative Tätigkeiten wie möglich abzunehmen, damit sie sich auf das Malen und Zeichnen konzentrieren kann und uns ihre Bilder schenken kann. Bisher konnten wir mehr als 100.000 Besucherinnen in den Ausstellungen mit Werken von Antoinette begrüßen. Sehr, sehr vielen dieser Menschen konnte ich persönlich sprechen, konnte ihre Wünsche und Ideen erfahren. Diese Gespräche sind die Grundlage für die Entwicklungsgeschichte einer Branchenplattform für den Kunstmarkt, deren erstes Museum heute eröffnet. Wir zeigen Ihnen heute die Präsentation von Kunstwerken und die Kommunikation über und mit Kunst in Zukunft aussehen wird. Was wir mit dem monumentalen Kunstwerk von Antoinette, dem Altar der Europa, möglich ist, werden wir in Zukunft allen interessierten Museen, Galerien, Auktionshäusern und anderen Institutionen anbieten. Dafür haben wir muse.um, die Branchenplattform für den Kunstmarkt, gegründet. In Zukunft werden die Ausstellungen ohne kostenintensive und klimaschädliche Reisen besuchen können. Sie werden Freunde in den Ausstellungen treffen und neue Kontakte knüpfen. Dabei werden sie in ihrer Muttersprache kommunizieren, weil wir das heute bereits verwendete Simultanübersetzungstool weiter verbessern werden. Für die Museen werden sich völlig neue Perspektiven eröffnen. Sie können digitale Zwillinge ihrer bisherigen Ausstellungsräume erzeugen, aber auch völlig neue architektonische Lösungen. Es gibt keine Limits. Da die ausgestellten Kunstwerke ebenso wie die Besucherinnen nicht reisen müssen, werden auch bei der Kuratierung von Ausstellungen viele Limitierungen verschwinden. Wer wird die erste Ausstellung mit allen Werken von Leonardo da Vinci im Metaverse von muse.um organisieren? Welches Museum eröffnet Archive und Werkstätten? Unsere zukünftigen Partner werden unglaubliche Ideen entwickeln, die uns in demütiges Staunen versetzen werden. Es wird eine wunderbare Ergänzung der physischen Museums- und Kunstwelt werden, mit dem wir den Kontakt zu den traditionellen Ausstellungsbesucherinnen festigen und vertiefen und neue Zielgruppen erobern werden. Die Frage ist nicht mehr, wie lange es dauert, bis es immersive Kunsterlebnisse in einem Metaverse geben wird. Gibt sie ab heute. Die Frage, die sich jetzt stellt, ist, wer wird von Anfang an dabei sein? Herzlichen Dank.
We have to work on.
Well, you know, if you do an event of this scale and only one or two things go wrong, you're doing very well. So,
it was
I
much
remember
more behind the curtain. It was much more, but don't let us talk now about it.
Well, I've been to a lot of live events that have been, they're usually very, very difficult to handle as well, but this is the first time it's ever been done, you know. I think that you've done incredibly well.
So, wenn ich jetzt aufstehe, wird Herr Hampel mit mir schimpfen, weil der hat gerade schon mit mir geschimpft, als ich aufgestanden bin. Aber ich kann zum Beispiel auch jetzt geht's weiter? Nein. Ich kann zum Beispiel die Hand heben. Kann applaudieren. Oder mich natürlich auch umdrehen. Stehe ich auf. Jetzt bin ich durch den Raum gelaufen. Und kann mich natürlich auch woanders hinsetzen. Ja. Und direkt hinter uns im virtuellen, also auf der gegenüberliegenden Seite des Bildschirms, ist der Altar der Europa in Originalgröße. Wenn ich jetzt da reinrede, bin ich, glaube ich, damit online drin. Da brauche ich doch mal meine Maus, damit ich mich mal drehen kann.
Machen wir alles live hier.
Was willst du denn eigentlich?
Das ist jetzt super im B-Roll, was man so alles macht. Ja, hol die Maus einfach.
Das ist live, oder?
Nee, das ist nicht live.
Schneidest du zusammen?
Das kann ich dann hinterher verwenden. So. Da kann ich dann zeigen, was läuft.